He's been up front a lot today. Cadel Evans has come to the front. He's now in a perfect position to win the World Championship. And there's an attack coming from the group. It had to come from the group.
Damiano Cunego, the little prince, the Italian, has made the move. The Spaniards haven't responded. Cancellara has not moved. Philip Gilbert is too intimidated to twitch with the Spaniards breathing down his neck. And Mendrisio is continuing to play the role of the passenger. Evans is away. Let's not forget how well he rides an individual time trial.
It had to come there. It's his only chance to open a gap and then hang on. Cadel Evans is racing for goal now. The man that a lot of people say never attacks, well, eat your words. Cadel Evans has gone on what might well be. He looks like a beaten man here, Fabian Cancellara, but Cadel Evans, this is his last hope, the last slope of the championship. He's caught Kolobnev, and I think Rodriguez, I think he's finished. It's up to Evans now. It's his race to lose.
The Spanish have made an absolute mess of it. Rodriguez now has to start chasing, and maybe even Sanchez and Valverde before if they want to win. Let's hope that they don't. Let's hope that they have that indecision and just give Cadel Evans a moment. He knows these roads like the back of his hand. Let's not forget as well that he was a winner of a time trial stage at the Tour de France in 2007. He knows how to ride on his own. Kolobnev is trying to respond. Evans, are we allowed to support as commentators?
No. So Kolobnev will cheer on in second place at the moment because he's going very, very well. But I think Cadel Evans has made a superb move here. It had to be there. He was dragged clear of the two big favourites, Cunego and Valverde. Now it's up to him as the counter-attacks are coming here. These are last throws here by the rider that looks like Kim Kirkland. Is it a Belgian? It's Philippe Gilbert. Gilbert has gone, and this is the moment for Gilbert. He can't sprint as well as the others, but Cadel Evans has got it all to do now. Have they got the legs to catch him? If Cadel can just forget pain for the moment and drag his body over the top of this climb, then he should make it, because he's a very, very fast. Kolobnev has blown. Rodriguez has blown. I'm convinced the worry now will be from Gilbert coming up from behind.
Cadel Evans has done so many firsts for Australian cycling. He was the first Australian cyclist to win the Mountain Bike World Cup. He did that twice. The first Australian cyclist to stand on the final podium at the Tour de France. The first Australian cyclist to stand on the podium at the Volta a España. He's set now to become the first Australian cyclist to win the rainbow jersey. He's in an ideal position. He's one against one just about with Kolobnev as Rodriguez looks effectively spent.
Cadel Evans still labouring out of the saddle. He hasn't sat down since. Now we have to say that Kolobnev is holding Rodriguez within shooting distance here. He hasn't cracked completely, that's for sure. Cancellara has got no friends back here. He's wearing the wrong coloured racing jersey right now. He's the home crowd favourite. Valverde is waiting for somebody else to make the move. It's a massive crowd here watching an Australian in the lead for the first time in a World Championship, the chance of a gold medal, making a bit of history before the real history will be made next year in Australia, because the championship will be defended in Geelong.
Well, this will be bigger if we can take it home, if we can go to Geelong talking about having the defending champion. Cadel Evans on Thursday night said he may not be able to win in Geelong. He'll be there playing a team role to support someone else. But don't discount me for Mendrisio. He was right.
He was wise to say wise words at the special reception to announce the hosts of the World Championships in 2010 would be Geelong and Melbourne. These boys have got it all to do now. They're coming up to the top of the hill. The face here of Matty Bressel. They're all individuals now. They're living on the last ekes of their strength after 252 kilometres of 262. 10 kilometres, but that was the check lower down. Cadel Evans now is just on 3 kilometres away from the finish. Keep kicking that bike, Cadel, because somebody later on might kick you as a world champion.
It looks as if he's in the big chain ring. Cadel Evans is still in the big chain ring, driving at home. He looks fresher than the rest of them. You saw Matty Bressel a moment ago. He was struggling. The Spaniards were sitting on his wheel. Kolobnev is trying. This is the reaction from Philip Gilbert. Evans is almost over the top, and then it's the quick run down towards the finish line. Just outside, 3 kilometres to go for Evans, and it's almost all downhill. I think he's going to be able to make it.
The clock has started. The vital seconds at 2.8 kilometres to go. The two chasers go over the line at 14 seconds. Is that enough? Can they bridge 14 seconds in 2.8 kilometres? Can the winner come from this group still? They're full of fight. They know there's no more hills. That man with the big engine has gone, and so too, I think it was Valverde has gone as well. They're about 25 seconds back. It is not done and dusted, but that's the way this championship has been all day. There's always been somebody willing to move.
But what is playing to the favour of Cadel Evans is he's just got one consistent speed. There is no indecision in the body of Cadel Evans. It's all out to try and make it to the finish line first. But back in that that group with Cancellara, Valverde, Sanchez, and also Gilbert and Matty Breschel. There's an attack, they increase the speed, then they look at each other. A bit like we're seeing now with Rodriguez and Kolobnev. They're looking across the shoulders. They've forgotten about Cadel Evans. They know they can't catch him.
I thought they were hitting the wall on the climb. They're now thinking of the silver and the bronze medals, and these have also done it. Well, these are happy pictures for Australia right now. This could be the first ever gold medal at this level of cycling in the history of the sport for an Australian. He's lost so many races. He probably lost the chance of winning the Vuelta this year with a very bad puncture and an unlucky bike change that cost him a head-to-head with Valverde. Now he's getting his own back. He's drilling Valverde into the places as behind the group now dodges, and there's nothing coming from them. This is the last long descent before we flick into the home straight. Evans is almost there.
The rest of them are racing for silver. He's going to be wearing the rainbow jersey.
Great predictions, I wouldn't say it, commentators do, but never mind, we'll find out now as Cadel Evans lines up for the finish. Well, we hoped he would be a favourite, but we never like to say it because Cadel Evans has been at the back of the race all day. The youngsters on the team and the oldster, Stuart O'Grady, put him back into a position from whence he could join the leaders. He joined the leaders, now he's on his own. He's making history, as I say, a year ahead of history in Geelong. He's into the home straight, he's under 1 kilometre, he's 900 metres from gold.
So often people speak about Cadel Evans and what he might be able to do at the Tour de France if he had team support. He's finished in second place twice. We've found out today what Cadel Evans can do with team support. O'Grady is part of this victory. Wesley Solsberger, Simon Clark, Matthew Heyman is there as well, Simon Gerrans and Michael Rogers. Matthew Lloyd is alongside them as well. They've all contributed to the victory of Australia's Cadel Evans.
The last world champion came in 1950. It was Jack Houben who got it then, the late Jack Houben. That was the amateur world title. Now it is the biggest one-day road race in the world, and tomorrow morning Cadel Evans will wake up as a world champion. He's done all bar the last 500 metres. Cancellara trying desperately to salvage a medal out of this. He came onto the breakaway with half a lap to go. Now he can enjoy the occasion. The crowd salute Australia, and how fitting is that? Next year these championships go home and Cadel Evans will be in the rainbow jersey. An outstanding result for Australia, and in particular for the man from Barwon Heads in Victoria. Look at the gap he opened in the end. The battle now for second.
This is the race for the silver medal. It's still Rodriguez and Kolobnev. We can see that it is Cancellara that's trying to close in. Kolobnev's been a silver medalist. It was 2 years ago in 2007. Rodriguez is still with the chance, but no, he's not. He's going to take bronzes. Kolobnev is the silver medalist.
Rodriguez crosses in third, Cancellara fourth. In fact, Cancellara fifth in the end. It was a tremendous ride. Sanchez getting the fourth place there. Well, it's going to take a while for the commentators to calm down. I'm not sure about Cadel Evans. Absolutely magical day for Cadel. He's about to cry, and I do not blame him. That was a well-taken race, and he won it well on his own.
Kissing his wedding ring as he was waiting to be interviewed. I think it's going to be an emotional night for the Australian squad. They're excited about Jack Bobridge with his win in the individual time trial. Cadel Evans, this is the biggest victory in the history of Australian male cycling to win the World Championship. Next year, Cadel Evans will be wearing the rainbow jersey.
Well, he's a little bit of a vacuum of space here to just for the moment just have a little rest and realise he's now the world road race champion. The title everybody wants. Simon Gerrans coming in this group. We've had 9 riders cross the line. The 9th with Alejandro Valverde has